So one of the things to understand with the distributive property is if we've got something like this where there's just a negative hanging out there in front, we're going to rewrite that. What that really says is -1 times all of this stuff in here. And so we're going to say that there's multiple ways to do this. The way that I would prefer to do it personally is many of you have probably seen this scene right here with these arrows. To me, that gets cumbersome and somewhat confusing. What I would do instead, and what I would advise you to do, is use what we call an area model. And so I'm going to say this is -1 over here. And then I've got three things that are being multiplied by a -3u, a -2y. And it's important to recognize that the sign in front of the number stays stuck to the number. And so that's just a +5. So 1 times -3 is going to be +3u. -1 times 2y is going to be +2y. -1 times 5 is going to be a -5. Now the answer to this distributive property problem is simply what's in the boxes. So we've got 3u plus 2y minus 5. All right, we'll try another. And again, I really, really, really like this area model to do these things with. So we have a negative out front again. I'm just going to go ahead and put a -1 there because it'll save me a step, and I know that it's a -1. -4u minus 4y plus 6. And so again, my area model comes in really handy here. -1, -4u, -4y, 6. -1 times -4 is +4u. -1 times -4y is +4y. -1 times 6 is -6. And so again, my answer is simply what's in the boxes. So it's going to be 4u plus 4y minus 6. All right. Next, we have something a little bit different. We have a -6 out front this time, times -x squared minus 4 plus y to the power of 3. So same thing, area model, -6. We have a -x squared, -4, and a y to the power of 3. -6 times it's a -1 on that x. -6 times -1 is +6 x squared. -6 times -4 is a +24. -6 times y is going to be -6y to the power of 3. So again, our answer is just what's left in the boxes. 6x squared plus 24 minus 6y to the power of 3. All right. I'm going to erase, and so if you need this, go ahead and pause now. And I'm going to make some more room for myself here for a couple more. All right, so we have a negative out front again. That's kind of annoying. Let's try another one. A negative out front again. Remember, that's just a -1. Here's something a little bit different. We have -3 plus 6y plus 4u times -4. And the fact that -4, the one that's a singleton, is on the right doesn't make any difference. You could rewrite it with it being on the right like this if you wanted to. Because multiplication, we can reverse multiplication and we still get the same thing. Just like 2 times 3 is 6 and 3 times 2 is 6, we can flip the order of multiplication. So if rewriting it like that helps you, go ahead and do that. Area model works really well for me with stuff like this. -4, a -3, 6y, 4u. -4 times -3 is +12. -4 times 6 is -24, and we have a y. -4 times 4 is -16, and we have a u. So again, whatever's in the box is 12 minus 24y minus 16u. All right, we'll do maybe one more. We have -3 times 3w to the power of 2 plus 1 minus 5u to the power of 3. Area model is very helpful. Negative 3, 3w to the power of 2, 1, negative 5u to the power of 3. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. W to the power of 2, negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. We have a u to the power of 3 there. So again, our answer is just what's in the boxes. Okay.